EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. Three tight ends are out there. Now Stafford. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
At the 29-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another first and 10. Stafford. That's caught by Penny. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Number 49.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there. And there we saw completion.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
They keep it with Henry on first down. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football, overtime, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 19. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Their confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12.
Henry, the ball carrier.
8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Derrick Henry, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Makes the score Bears 7, Vikings nothing. Brandon McManus set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And no thought of a return here for Hines.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A gain of 5.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
The 30-yard line.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Down at the 4-yard line.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
50 Cent, Mike, 50 Cent.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think...
And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Chicago! Darius Slayton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this...
They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown, Bears.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
Some free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
Sony Michel.
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it.
And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
A 3-yard pickup.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. He picks up 3 on that carry.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A nice run there on first down as Henry uses his size to plow forward. Call it a pickup of 7.
At the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and
throwing 3. On 2nd and 3. Stafford. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. His pass caught at the 4. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. Derrick Henry with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. As the Bears push further out in front. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Bears 28, Vikings 7. Brandon McManus set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought of a return here for Hines.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Escaping the pressure right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Looking deep here for Ebron. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
They almost gave it right back to him there with another interception of their own. And to be honest, he probably should have caught that and picked it off.
And he knows it, and he'll see it in film, and he'll see it in his dreams tonight when it's all said and done. But you almost felt like...
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Terrell Lewis. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. 3rd and long. It's Stafford. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Flushed out right. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
This is taken at the 23. Touchdown, Chicago! A 77-yard punt return, and the Bears will add on to their lead.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
Extra point from McManus is good, and a rout is on here in this first half. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no thought of a return here for Hines.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 45 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
4th down.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 50, go.
Here we go with Michel. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late 2nd quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, a bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1.
A throw for Westbrook, but it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off, and he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
It's good, and it's now 35-14.
Makes the score Bears 35, Vikings 14. Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago. Scotty Miller as the first half is winding down. And the Bears will extend their lead. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Bears 42, Vikings 14. Brandon McManus set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
At the 28-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
The second down pass. Intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. The final shot before the break. Stafford. Going up top for Miller. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Tight end right. Tight end right. Hey.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. He's at the 30, 10, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Chris Godwin, 82 yards. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit.
Lining up for the point after.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
line, prepping for their next drive. The Bears offense still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Not much there, only a yard.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. This complete to Henry over the middle. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Now a first down throw. Stafford.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Again, it's Henry. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run as the Bears push further out in front. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Back to throw now on first down. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
4 yards. Brings up 4th down.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it here. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Stafford now to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Going deep this time for Miller. That's caught inside the 20. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew that. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Derrick Henry taking it in. And the Bears add on. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought of a return here for Hines.
At their own 25-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And it's Michel once again. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Just keeping the play alive. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. On first down, Stafford here. He dumps it off for Henry. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Darius Slayton, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears continue to pour it on. And it's up and good.
Makes the score Bears 63, Vikings 21.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no thought of a return here for Hines.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up the
pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Von Miller, he was the one getting in there, able to wreak his usual havoc. The Vikings on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 16. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And now here is another interception. William Jackson with a pick. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
Chicago Bears. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now it's Henry. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves them much closer to the goal line now for third down. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Here's Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. No gain on the play. And what to do now on fourth and goal?
Gain on the play. Brings up fourth and goal.
And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth and goal. They'll run. It's Henry. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
This is what I love about calling these games. Fourth and goal. This is all about leverage, who wants it more, and who's going to get it done at the point of attack, the line of scrimmage.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
Complete to
A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Again, it's Michel. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Now 4th down.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Nice 57. 57's Mike. I'm here all day. 57's the Mike. Rock 57. Defense.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted.